Hi beautiful, welcome to High Vibe Honey for the week of the 8th of October 2018. I'm your host Gala Darling. I'm wearing a brand new wig for you. I feel like a cone of psychedelic shaved ice, and I'm very excited to show these cards to you. You specifically, yes, just you, just you. So before we jump into the cards, I wanted to let you know that my book, Radical Radiance, has been reopened because all week long, you should see my DMs, it's really crazy. It's just been people feeling sad and bummed out that they missed out, and I don't like people to miss out. It doesn't make me feel good. So I've reopened Radical Radiance so anyone can join in whenever they like. The results that people are getting from this program are absolutely amazing, and you can click on the Radiance highlights in my Instagram stories to see some of the messages I've been getting about this. It's really transformative. This is a really powerful program. And like I said in the last video, this program lasts for 10 months. So if you enjoy these videos where we're tapping together and working through things and bringing our manifestations into tangible reality, Radical Radiance is like this, but times a trillion on steroids. You get so much stuff with it, and it's a really fun process. So if you're interested, hit the link below and check it out. Another thing I want to mention before we jump into cards is that we are currently in Venus retrograde. Venus retrograde is, well, Venus retrograde can be a tricky time. Venus is the planet that rules beauty and creativity and love, and so it can be a weird time for all of us. So given that it's Venus retrograde, you might find that your relationships have ground to a halt or they've stalled. Maybe your creativity is like not firing on all cylinders. So if that's going on, just know that this is kind of normal and it's okay. And it's a time to like go back and revisit old things and maybe reappraise what's going on in your love life with your look and your aesthetic or with your creative work that you're doing. One thing that they do say about Venus retrograde is it is not a good time to get married, and additionally, it is not a good time to undergo any kind of beauty treatments that would be hard to undo. So any kind of cosmetic surgery, anything that would be hard to undo. This is not a good time to do that. So my advice is just to hold off on those things for the time being. Okay, let's look at these cards. They're great, and I have lots to tell you, so let's just jump into it. As usual, I love the Bad Bitch Affirmation deck by Gabriella Rosie, and that's what I've used. And our first card is, you are so fucking enough. You are so fucking enough. If you ever doubted it, you are so fucking enough. To me, what this card is about is not setting ourselves impossibly high standards. I was just in Las Vegas for 4 days, and while I was there with one of my best friends, and we realized how crazy our expectations are of ourselves while we were away on this trip. There were so many times when we felt like we weren't doing enough, we weren't good enough, you know, our outfits didn't look good enough, whatever. And then when we were actually out in the real world, we realized we were being completely insane, and we were just really expecting way too much of ourselves. You know, we are not Kardashians, we don't have 7 stylists each, like we are doing things on our own, and I think we looked pretty damn cute. So all of the things that I was telling myself, like, oh, you need to be networking more, you need to be talking to more people, you should look cuter than this, why does your body not look the way you want it to? All of these things that I was telling myself, once I actually took a moment to kind of step back and reappraise, I realized that I was being really ridiculous and holding myself to an impossibly high standard. So maybe you are in a similar place, maybe you are expecting way too much of yourself right now, and I just want to let you know that it's okay to ease up. You are so fucking enough. If you doubted it, here's the card again. You are so fucking enough. Don't doubt it. You are. You're fantastic right now, exactly as you are. Now for cards this week, I used Holly Simple's tarot deck. It's got this cool rainbow vortex looking thing on the back, which I love. And the first card that we got was the 10 of Pentacles. That's what it looks like. Now Pentacles, as you may recall from our previous videos, Pentacles are the suit of material delights, earthly possessions, abundance, financial goodiness, and all of that stuff. So that is what Pentacles means. And a 10 is always about the fulfillment of a cycle. It's like you've come to the end of a journey. 10 is about fulfillment. So 10 of Pentacles, what does that mean? Ten of Pentacles means that either the money is here, baby, or that it is coming really soon. It's a card of abundance, financial security, feeling like everything is coming together in a way that really makes sense. It also is about creating a solid foundation for yourself, having that sense of stability so that, you don't have to worry so much about money or finances anymore. And often the Ten of Pentacles is about having a vision for your future and kind of knowing like where things are going. It's maybe the first time in a long time that you've been able to look at your financial landscape and really plot a course and understand where you're at and where you're going, and to feel kind of good about it for the first time in a while. So this is a card that just tells us that everything is coming together, everything is going to be okay. If you have money woes or money troubles, then it's all going to be okay very shortly. And this is something that if you are feeling unsure about, Radical Rituals Abundance is my manifesting money class, and it is super powerful, super good. I really recommend checking it out if you haven't already. But yeah, like this card just says like, it's okay. Like you can take some pressure off. Like it's going to be okay. Stop worrying. It's all going to be all right. Now our second card of the week is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups tells me that you are in a place where there's a lot of opportunities coming to you. There's a lot of offers being made to you, but you are saying no. You are in a place where you are sitting back a little bit and you're contemplating what's being offered to you. And what you're doing is really making sure that the things that you say yes to are things that you're truly aligned with. You don't want to just say yes because an offer has come your way. You want to say yes because it's the right thing. And because this is a card about cups, cups are generally about emotion and feelings. So that also really ties into relationships, love, romance, friendships, that kind of thing. So it might be that you have a few different suitors and they're hanging around, but you're like, you know what? This is not what I want. This is not what I want. And that's actually a really good thing. The Four of Cups tells me that you are in a place of making space for the right thing to come in. You don't just want any old thing to fill the gap. You want the right thing. And that's a beautiful, grounded, really solid place to be. The Four of Cups is also a maybe later card. So you're not necessarily saying absolutely categorically no to these things that are coming your way. It's more likely that you're saying like, let me think about it. I'll get back to you. Maybe, let's see how it goes. And that's totally fine. This card may have come up because you are feeling hurt. Something painful may have happened recently. There may be some kind of rejection or a betrayal or some kind of emotional pain. And so it might be that you're just saying no or maybe later because of this fear that you have. Maybe you're afraid of being hurt again, and that's totally fine too. This is just a time of seeking clarity within your own life. And it says like there's no rush. It's okay for you to be in contemplation. It's okay for you to not jump on everything that comes your way. You do have time. There's no scarcity. There's no lack. It's all going to be okay. And our final card that came up is the Nine of Cups. Again, we got this last week. The Nine of Cups, as you may recall, is the wish fulfillment card. This is the card of emotional fulfillment. So anything that you are wanting is coming your way. It's about emotional fulfillment. It's about feeling really good. It's about those great relationships. It's about everything coming together again. Just like the Ten of Pentacles, it's a card of things coming together. The Nine of Cups tells us that we need to remember to enjoy life and be grateful for what we have, because also the Nine of Cups is about fulfillment, but fulfillment doesn't last forever, right? We know that it kind of comes and it goes. It's fleeting. It's part of a cycle. So it says to be grateful for what you have right now because things change all the time, right? So this is a card that just reminds us that we need to be thankful for what we have. We need to be active in recognizing our blessings. Now, I think it's really interesting that we got the Nine of Cups again. We've had it 2 weeks in a row, and we actually have this card come up all the time when I do High Vibe Honey. It comes up regularly. And the reason that this card comes up so much, I believe, is because everything is always working out. No matter what the cards say, no matter what is going on in your life, no matter what you can see on the surface, things are always working out. The question is, how long is it going to take for things to work out? And that is up to you. If you want things to work out for you more quickly, the answer is to feel good more regularly. And if you want to like pump the brakes on those things that you want, then feel bad. Focus on what you don't have. Focus on scarcity and lack. Focus on the differences between you and everybody else. Focus and put your attention on things that don't make you feel good. The better you feel, the sooner your manifestations will come to fruition. Have you ever noticed that people who are really happy seem to get the things that they want all the time really easily? And it's not that they're happy because things are coming to them. It's things are coming to them because they're happy. We often put the cart before the horse and we think, if I get all the things that I want, then I'll be happy. And it actually doesn't work like that. We have to choose to be happy first. And we can choose to be happy no matter what is going on in our lives. And to act as if that's not the case is really just us being irresponsible with our thinking. Some people seem like they're born lucky. Nobody is born lucky. They have just practiced right thinking. And that is what this is all about. That's what learning how to be a manifestation badass is all about. It's learning how to think properly, because this is not stuff that we're taught, and it's definitely not stuff that our parents have mastered. Most of them have no idea about this stuff. This is stuff that we are learning to really master in our generation. And so it's our responsibility to figure it the fuck out so we can teach our children and the generation that comes after us. So because everything is always working out, and because we got the beautiful 10 of Pentacles, which says that there's all this financial fulfillment coming and this feeling of completion and satisfaction, and same for the 9 of Cups, what I really want you to do this week as part of your homework is to make a little list of the things that you want to do before the 31st of December 2018. We have 3 months to create all kinds of crazy things, to make our lives beautiful. And I think it's important that we end the year on a high note. So as of right now, you have 3 months to make something beautiful happen. And I say you fucking go for it. So one of the things I would love for you to do this week is make a list of what you want to do before the year is done. Maybe you want to travel somewhere. Maybe you want to go to Disneyland. Maybe you want to learn how to cook some new dishes. Maybe you want to fall in love. Whatever it is, write it down. Make yourself a big, beautiful, bullet-pointed list of all the things you want to do. Put it on your wall and start crossing those suckers off. I think that the tapping of the week should be on everything working out for us, especially when we doubt it. This is so common. I think we all experience this in so many areas of our lives. You know, we're worried that our relationships are going to fall apart. We're worried that our financial situation is going to fall apart. Our friendships, our home life, our everything, you know, we're always concerned. Like, I think a lot of us have this feeling that we're just waiting for the other shoe to drop, and we're waiting for something terrible to happen, and it's like only a matter of time until it happens. And what this really boils down to is a sense of not feeling protected, not feeling like the universe is holding us, not feeling like we're being looked after in some kind of way. So that's what we're going to tap on today, this idea that we actually are safe, things are working out for us all the time, even if we can't see it. I kind of want to yawn just thinking about it. So I think this is a really big one. So I would love for you to grab your water as always. Yummy, delicious. Okay. As always, we are going to start on the karate chop point, and if you have never tapped before, just do what I'm doing. It's really easy. So on the fleshy underside of your hand, you're just going to repeat after me. Even though I have my doubts that everything is going to work out for me, I deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself. Even though I'm constantly worried that the other shoe is going to drop, I forgive myself anyway. Even though I doubt that the universe loves me, I accept myself as I am. And even though sometimes it feels stupid to say this stuff out loud, I know that these are real fears that I have. I know that sometimes I doubt my place in the universe. I know that sometimes I feel unsafe. I know that sometimes I feel unprotected. I know that sometimes I feel alone. Even though I feel this way, I'm willing to let go of these beliefs because I know that they're just holding me back. I know that they are stopping me from taking risks. I know that they are preventing me from going to the next level. And I know that if I had more faith and more trust and more of a feeling of connectedness, then it would be easier for me to be bigger. And that's what I really want. Ooh, yes, baby. Okay, I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it. So I vote that we drink some more water. Limber up those shoulders, you know, tapping should be an Olympic sport. You know, you want to be ready to rock and roll, baby. God, stretch. Oh, stretch it out. Ooh, push it real good. Okay. Even though I don't always feel safe, even though I don't always feel protected, even though I don't always trust the universe, I deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself. Even though sometimes I feel like I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, and nothing ever feels that secure, I forgive myself anyway. I accept that this is a way that I feel sometimes. And even though I know it's quote unquote normal to feel this way, normal is for other people. I don't need to feel normal because normal is mediocre. And I want to be supersonic. So even though it may be normal to feel this way, I'm ready to let it go now. I'm ready to let the universe embrace me. I'm ready to put my faith in something larger than myself. And even though that idea scares the shit out of me, because I've always been taught that I have to control everything, that I have to be hypervigilant, that I have to control and keep an eye on absolutely everything. I recognize that that way is not working for me. I recognize that that way keeps me in a state of constant anxiety. And so I'm ready to let go of this. Woo! So that I can rise to the next level. So that I can ascend and be my biggest, brightest, boldest self. And so I can let in all these blessings that are coming my way. Even though I don't always believe that everything is working out for me, I forgive myself anyway. I accept myself for having doubts. It's okay for me to have doubts, but I'm willing to let go of them now so that I can be the best version of myself, so that I can take more risks, and live a more exciting life. And so it is. Deep breath in and exhale. Okay, so that was this week's tapping. I hope that it felt resonant for you. I'd love to hear what you think in the comments. As always, I would also love for you to comment on your manifestation that you're working on right now. I want you to comment it in the past tense, and then be sure to scroll down and comment on somebody else's desire so that they can feel really good about the things that they are manifesting in their lives too. And like I said at the beginning, if you'd like to join us for Radical Radiance, how to make love to the universe and manifest anything, we go way deeper on this stuff. So if you want a major crash course in manifesting, this book to me is the ultimate bad girl's guide to manifesting. So if you would like to join us on this adventure, please click the link below and I will see you in your motherfucking inbox. But if not, I'll see you here next week for High Vibe Honey. Have a beautiful week. I love you very much. There are so many good things coming to you. Just make sure that you make feeling good your priority, and everything in your life will start to shift. I absolutely guarantee it.